Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Stitchin Post. I'm Nancy, and Val's behind the camera, and welcome to Knitting with Nancy. Sorry we missed last week. Val's children were very sick, and it was a shame, but feeling better now. He is up and around, I think, and back at school. But you know how it is with sick children. Children come first. So here we go. I'm going to kind of double up today a little bit. Last week I wanted to go over Koigu, and I have some techniques and some products that I like with Koigu, but I also want to show you the new pencil packs that came in, but also some yarn that came into from Amano Yarns. It's really beautiful. It is chunky. I know we turned the corner into spring, but that doesn't mean you can't make yourself a chunky hat or a cowl or something for those cool days or cool nights still to come. So here we go. First up, pencil packs. Val's going to scan some of the new colors that we have. I'll try to pick up. This is called Little Angel. Isn't that pretty?
You get a bad reflection.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have taken the packages. You know what? Let's take all the covers off. I'm sorry, Val. Why don't you start in the back then? This is Amano Yarns, Yana, and this is Yana Journeys. It is a super bulky yarn. Look at this. Look at this new color. Is that not spectacular? I'm sorry. It's one of my favorite colors. So I really, really like it. And then the other yarn that came in, I'm going to swap places with Val, is the Matcha. Now, Matcha is also a bulky yarn. It's $21. It's a blend of alpaca and merino wool, and it's 54 yards. So again, it will do a really nice hat, cowls. So now she can get up and close to the pencil packs. Can everybody hear me, by the way? I'm trying to go with my loud voice. So this color, I should have marked them all, is called Nude. Ha 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 ha. Way to go. This is Blueberry. And you can see these up on our website, again, stitchinpost.com. This is one, look at these here. Is that not just beautiful? And this is called Venetian Sea Breeze. I believe this is called Sweet Pea. It is. Think of green peas. Oh, look at how pretty. And this one, I don't know if she can how close or whatever, but can you see that sparkle? It's Snow Queen. Look at how nice. I am not a sparkle person for those who know me, but I like this. It's just a hint. It's like not even a full thread. And the last two, I'm going to come around. I really like the neutral tone of this one. This is also Little Angel. I think I did Little Angel. An Urban Dweller. So they're 80 yards a hank, 10 skeins or 10 hanks, so you have 800 yards. We have the book back in stock. This is book number 1. We do have book number 2 on order, but look at these.
No, book number 2 is out of print.
Oh, book number 2 is out of print. I just thought it was out of stock.
Well, it said out of stock. It didn't. So maybe it's coming back in stock. I'll keep my eye on it.
But Entrelac. Now, later this year, I can't tell you when, so don't ask me yet, I am going to sample and show Entrelac. And I'll probably use one of these kits. But I have some new things to show you. So the sample we did is a log cabin shawl. And in hindsight, So the quilt show's coming up, and as the store, we all do, the staff, challenge quilt. And this year, Val gave us a challenge of a log cabin. So in hindsight, I could have just done a log cabin and sewn two sides together and made a blanket. Instead, I'm sewing a log cabin quilt, first time doing it for a king-size bed. Yeah, 144 blocks. So the technique I wanted to go over today, and I know I did this once before, but because we have all new color kits coming in, I wanted to talk about it again. I really loved doing this shawl, and you start here in this center diamond. Now this color was on back order. This is Tango Glow, which is the color shown in the book. It will come in, but look at all the other color choices you have. They're just beautiful. So you start here and you're increasing on each side. When it says to bind off, when you get to, and I have to say I think it's 50 rows, I have to go back. I bound off in pearl, and the reason why, and if Val can get really close, is I wanted this edge to the back of my piece. And on my sample here, I bound off in knit here. Let's put it down here so Val can try to get up close. I'm sorry that it's put my finger behind. And can you see that that bind off is curling towards me? And here I stopped and I started binding off in pearl. And can you see the difference between the two? So from the right side, I like the look of a pearl bind off better than a knit bind off. That is personal. If this doesn't bother you, then bind off however you bind off. I don't want to change. I just like the way it curls to the back. It's a personal thing. So what I wanted to go over again today was how to pick up along this edge. Because what it says, and you always pick up from the right side, so notice I've turned my triangle around, and I'm going to start here, and it tells you you are picking up bumps. So for the beginning, I'm just going to slip my needle in to the bumps. I just want everybody to see. Any questions? Now, if you want, you don't have to do what I did, which was come in one. You can take the bumps on the outside as well. Which is also fine.
It doesn't look different when you do that?
It does not look different. It's the only time I want to say. Either way, you are elongating a stitch. So if I come back here, you can see elongated stitches.
What does the back side look, because you picked it up one?
And the back side just lays flat. So I am going to And notice the bumps. Oops, I missed one right there, excuse me. In order to get a bump on the edge, it's equivalent to 2 rows of knitting. So when it says knit 28 rows to get 14 bumps, that's why. It's every other. You're not picking up in between, you're only picking up the bumps. So, once you can pick up and knit at the same time, I didn't here just to make it easier to show you. And now I'm going to knit through. And I'm knitting normal. In other words, I'm not going through the back loop. So if I lay that down, and the back is flat. Now I'm going to knit across back, but I still have some more things to show today and to talk about. So, oops. So that's how it would look. Can you get up? Whoops. And here's my back side. Any questions on that? Okay, I have, oh no, Val, talk for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Actually, I'm sorry, before I get up and go grab my shawl that I want to show these needle wranglers. This shawl is using 2 32-inch or 24, I like the 32-inch, circular needles, so that this side is on one set of needles, this is on another. So you don't have to have all these stitches up on a single needle. Kind of drove me crazy. So a needle wrangler, the reason why I brought these in, and you do get 2 sizes. I like, because you're on small needles on here, I think a 3. What I liked about this is when I wanted to rest my needles, I could have them going in opposite directions so that they did not interfere with my other knitting. It also, holds the needles tautly, so I didn't lose them. But it also didn't distort this. Some people use rubber bands, I do not on my knitting, but they wanted to hold them together. The are circular needle protectors. Now you get 3 in a package for $12.25. The idea of these is both needles fit into one. What I recommend is using 2 separate ones so that they hang down. because again, I don't want to distort my knitting here or pull it. It might get in my way. So I really like the needle wranglers. These are $5.45. And it was a great find. I believe Paula first saw these. So it's a mini and a standard. I like the mini for this project. I have also used the standard one. And they come in different colors. Unfortunately, you don't get to pick your color. But they're really fun. So 2 weeks ago, I showed you Yohi Locatelli's shawl, and I wanted to show you the finished. And I did, and I left it. Where's my shawl?
She's really quick, actually. She's done already.
I am back. I did not get to block it yet, so I will show you it finished blocked. Oops, let's get all this stuff out of the way. Because I want you to see, actually, you know what, let's put it over my black. So here's those crosses. Huh?
Quit moving it.
And now I'll try putting it down on the white. I forgot I meant to get a different color here to see, because this, whoops, look what I just did. It will block out nice, and it'll get some fringes on it. I love this yarn. This is the Makita. It is all up online. Again, I showed it a week ago, 2 weeks now, I'm sorry. And this will be blocked. The pattern is the lightweight Hipster from Yohi Locatelli, and it is available on Ravelry. And I know we're getting long today, but I have a sneak peek. Val hasn't even seen this. So this is her first time seeing this. Drum roll. Of course, I am using one of our pattern keepers. Again, they're all available online. The newest company we have coming in next month, so this is a head up, is Ito. Ito is Japanese, and you know we have Dando and Shibui, and they're kind of going to all work together now. If you remember when I did the vest, the idea was blending different yarns together. Well, we're going to go forward with that, a lot forward. The new yarns coming in of Ito, and I'm going to pull my kit out, is Sensei. These are 3 of the colors. Now, Sensei is a mohair silk. It is, I want to say, exactly the same as Shibui Cloud, but different colors. So no duplicates of colors. The idea is we are expanding the palette. And why? Because this is Shimu, and I have to apologize, I do not have the prices yet on this. I did not bring my price list over, and I'm very sorry. Shimu is, again, it's a lace weight yarn, 80% wool, 20% silk, 291 yards. This color is called logwood. It is the base for this shawl. I am going to knit this shawl, and we're going to talk about it. It is in Tarja. Excuse me, and I want to show. You do not have to do it as long. This is the page I wanted to go to. Because here was the design. Doesn't that look like a quilt? Mm-hmm. That's why I think I like this pattern so much. And here's the finished. So it is doing intarsia in the center here of these blocks, and we're going to talk about it and why intarsia is different than Fair Isle. So I hope Val likes it. We have more of this. We have 100% silk also coming in a fingering weight, and the idea is that you blend the yarns. So if you go back to our YouTube video of Dando, and you'll see there's a cotton silk, there's 100% cotton, and there's also a linen. The idea is you could then run a mohair with that or another silk to kind of tweed it out. And this will show at least how these two will tweed out, which is what you're getting in the center. Really fun. Hopefully I'll have this done within a couple of weeks, or at least far enough along so that you all can see it. But stay tuned, because I think we're going to do a video when the box comes in of undoing the box, because it is so exciting. I really like this yarn. It's kind of when we unpacked the Dando and did it. We're going to do it again with the Ito. Have a great week. Please let me know if you have any questions. You can ask on Facebook or on YouTube.
And just
Yes.
FYI, my kids and I are going to the beach next week for spring break, so we won't be
How
here
fun.
next week.
I won't
so
be
I'm
here
really
next
sorry.
week, but I want to go to the beach too. Maybe I'll just take the day off and jump in. But have a great day, good 2 weeks, but reach out to me, either call the store, send me a message through Facebook, YouTube. I'm happy to answer any questions. Have a great 2 weeks, and I'll see you soon. Bye.